Hi guys, first of all I have to say sorry for uploading this video late. So this week we have two assignments. The first one is the one you did last week. So can you please open the file assignment 1 I sent you in Google Classroom? So all of you should have analyzed this comics, and as you remember, when we read the comics we have to read it from top to bottom, left to right. So here you can see people wearing surgical masks, holding their mobile phones, and they're also holding some toiletries and some daily necessities. And moving on to the middle of the picture, you can see fake news share. Okay, so most of you got it correct. Someone is sharing some fake news online and creating a panic, okay, in the society. So this is about the pandemic we are all experiencing. So most of you got the description correct, and today I'm not going to focus on the description anymore because you did it very well. What I want to say is that in this piece of assignments, most of you forgot conceptualization. That is what we've been doing in class. So it doesn't matter, let's go through it. So do you still remember how we call this phenomenon? Some of you got it correct. This is called panic buying. So what is panic buying? Have a look. The first one, panic buying is to buy large amounts of product in anticipation of a shortage. Meaning that if you can foresee that we run out of food, daily necessities, then we rush to buy them. So this is the phenomenon shown in the comics. Is called panic buying. So you should have this a concept. And number two, technological advancements. So this made this panic buying possible. Okay, if we didn't have any technology, if we didn't have mobile phone, internet, this would not be possible. Okay, so number three is about globalization. So we're getting information from all over the world. So this is one of the features of globalization. And number four, media influence. We learned it in class. I'm not going to go through it anymore. Number five, this is from one of you. People want to get likes on social media, like your Instagram, your Facebook, in order to obtain social acceptance. So this is a very interesting concept you can include. Okay, number six, supply chain. Okay, what kind of supply? The supply of daily necessities and food, and sometimes it's a global supply chain. This is another key concept. Number seven, what is this? This is how trustworthy, how credible the information is. So how authentic the information is. So this is another key concept. And number eight, you should have heard about that in Cantonese. People always say, fact check, fact check. Okay, so this is not professional. We should say fact checking. Okay, so before we share some news or information online, we have to check whether the information is authentic or not. Otherwise, you will be sharing some fake news, creating panic or even chaos in the society. Okay, so number nine is stockpile. This is a new vocabulary for some of you. What is stockpile? It means you stock up a lot of things at home, okay, or you go and buy a lot of daily necessities and you put them at home. This is stockpiling. Okay, and number 10, herd behavior. This is simple. Okay, you follow what other people do. Okay, and number 11, as we've mentioned just now, social chaos and panic. Okay, so these 11 concepts are required in the description or the message parts. Okay, so this week you are required to answer one of the questions I gave you last time. Okay, and actually you set very good questions, but let's have a look at this question. Explain the phenomenon shown in source B. Okay, and the question carries 6 marks. Okay, so like what we've been doing in the past, chop the question into different pieces. The first chop, explain. You're required to give explanation, elaboration. The phenomenon, you have to identify the phenomenon. What is it? As we said, panic buying. Source B, is the comics. So this question is very simple. You are required to first identify the phenomenon, and number two, you have to explain why the phenomenon will emerge. Okay, so in order to answer this question well, you have to include most of the concepts, or if you're capable enough, you should include all of the concepts. Okay, so I look forward to your very good answer in assignment 1. Okay, so this is simple. Let's go back. Okay, so in the attachments, you also see assignments 2 here. All right. This one is about your self-designed comics. Okay, you don't have to design it, you can download it. Okay, so there are several steps for you to follow. Step 1, you have to find a cartoon, a comics, or a photo online. Okay, and I would like you to paste the image in the box here. Okay, you can adjust the spacing on your own. Okay, and remember, your comics or the information, the picture you gather does not have to be related to the pandemic, COVID-19. It can be anything related to liberal studies. Okay, so this is your source. Okay, moving on to step 2, you have to describe your selected image. Okay, but keep your elaboration, the description, very short and brief. Okay, I want short paragraphs, or you can even do it in point forms. Step 3, I would like you to write down, I'm sorry, let's go back to the assignments. Yes, I would like you to write down the concepts or keywords related. Okay, like what we just went through in the panic buying exercise. I would like you to write maybe 8 concepts at least. Okay, see if you can make it or not. Okay, and step 4, like what we did last time, set one question based on your cartoon, meaning that you have to set a question based on the one that you selected. And step 5, you have to answer your own question. Okay, so this is not a very challenging task if you find the right cartoon, the right picture, the right comics. Okay, and please do it step by step. You have plenty of time. You're required to submit your work by this Friday, 11:59 at night. Okay, so I look forward to your good work. Before we end this video this week, just one reminder. There are 10 of you in the class who didn't show up in the Google Classroom, and you're not getting a mark. So for those who are watching this video now, can you please pass the message to all of your classmates to tell them to join the Google Classroom and complete the assignments. Okay, and on the 20th of April, after the Easter holidays, we will be doing Zoom lessons, and the Zoom lessons are compulsory. And in that month, after the Easter break, we will be working on IES, which is related to public examination. I will be using Zoom to teach you how to do your IES, and you are required to do 50% of your IES by mid-May. Okay, so if you're watching this video, please pass the message, spread this information to your classmates. This is very important. Okay, so until next time, thank you very much for your concentration and participation. Please take care. Goodbye.